so many communities going to be impacted by this. I do want to put up this tweet from Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd talking about, due to flooding, 2 streets in Polk County impassable, in Lakeland, also in Winter Haven. We're going to be joined right now by Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd. Thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. What's the message to people as we are awaiting Hurricane Milton from making landfall?
Andy Mac, thank you very much. This is a very dangerous storm, as you already know. And we have flooding in North Lakeland, South Lakeland, Winter Haven, Fort Meade. The ditches are full from the earlier rain today. And we anticipate the eye of the hurricane is going to cover the overwhelming portion of our county where over 800,000 people live. So you need to be hunkered down now. Everything needs to be secure now, and you need to stay inside until the hurricane's over. Then go out and be a first responder in your neighborhood and help clear the roads. We'll start with a macro level and work to the micro level. You need to help clean up the neighborhood so that we can get emergency services and commerce to you.
All right, very good advice there for people to make sure they are safe when the worst of the storm is moving through. And I know you talk about it quite a bit. We talk about people that have evacuated, that maybe the worst of us comes out. Some people come out and try to make the best of a bad situation. What's the message to those people, and what are you guys doing on hand in Polk County to make sure that doesn't happen, to make sure looters don't go into homes that have been evacuated?
Well, I've got a simple sign for them, and they can read this and figure it out, right? Fool around and find out. We're going to lock you up before quick. Don't even think about looting in Polk County, or you will go to the county jail. Our deputies are out en masse looking to arrest you. In fact, they'll enjoy it when they do.
Yeah, and I want to ask you, because the hurricanes moved through, we saw with Helene as well. Do you see that? Is that a common occurrence, people going out and doing these sort of things? Is there an increased nature of this happening when hurricanes move through the area?
Yes, there is, and also unlicensed contractors that want to help, and then they literally rob you blind when you get the bill. So we tell everybody, be very cautious. Make sure you use the appropriate contractors. Make sure that you help each other in the community. And there's always a few looters, and we lock up looters every time, because there are some worthless human beings out there that want to take advantage of us when we're the weakest, when we're the most vulnerable. And you're the most vulnerable when your property from your home has been scattered throughout the neighborhood. We have no tolerance and zero patience for anyone that would loot or take advantage of somebody during this time.
Yeah, it's such a sad time, such a difficult time for people that lose some of their entire belongings. And I do want to put up this video here, Sheriff Grady Judd, and I don't know if you saw it earlier today. This is from the Florida Highway Patrol, as Florida troopers rescued a dog left tied to a pole on I-75 near Bruce B. Downs Boulevard this morning. Do not do this to your pets. I was curious, have you seen this video? And maybe what's your message to people, as many people do have pets and they're trying to evacuate, trying to get to safety? What's the message to people about this?
Well, I haven't seen that video, but I can tell you that we have pet-friendly shelters, and you're welcome to use them. And if all else fails, we'll keep your pet at animal control until the hurricane's over. We don't want our pets at risk either. Someone asked me, should I leave my pet at home when I evacuate? My answer is, would you leave your children at home when you evacuate? The answer to that is no. Take them with you. Go to a pet-friendly shelter. We have those available all over Florida.
All right, very good. And I do want to ask you, because this is the second hurricane in as many weeks, with Helene moving through Florida as well. I know it made landfall in the Big Bend area, but the impacts were far and wide. How much is hurricane fatigue a real thing?
Yeah, it is a real thing. In fact, we went up to help our brothers and sisters in Taylor County and saw utter devastation. And that devastation came all the way down the West Coast through the Tampa, St. Pete area with the high water. So absolutely, we're frustrated and we're ready for hurricane season to be over. But it's Mother Nature. All we can do is be resilient, and we are resilient people. We'll come back stronger than ever, but it is frustrating.
Yeah, no very doubt about that. I do want to ask you, because you mentioned some of the search and rescue operations. I spoke with Miami Mayor Francis Suarez, who was already in contact with search and rescue teams, ready to send them up to the areas that are most impacted. Can you talk about the search and rescue operations and what it takes to have some of these people, these brave people, go out there and get some of these people that are stranded in their homes that may not have been able to get out when the evacuations were ordered?
Well, there's a couple of levels of that. First and foremost, it's our job to be at our best when things are at their worst. But we caution everybody, if you don't evacuate and nighttime comes with the rain and the breaking trees and the roofs peeling off, don't call us. We don't do high water rescues during the middle of a hurricane. You were warned, we begged you to leave. You are absolutely on your own until the hurricane's over. We do handle vast emergency calls, i.e., if the roof blows off and you get significantly injured where you're bleeding to death. But it's got to be a vast emergency before we respond during a hurricane. And getting you out of your house because you made a poor decision is not a vast emergency.
Grady Judd, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate your time. Any parting words, any more thoughts before I let you go here on Live Now?
Be safe, and as soon as the hurricane's over, go out and help your friends in the neighborhood. Clear the roads. Don't call the office and ask for us to remove a simple tree. Get a chainsaw and get a friend. And remember, if you see power lines down, pretend that they're all alive. And that way, we'll all be alive. Be safe. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Stay safe there, sir. We appreciate it.